Good morning, good looking people, and you're good looking because you're always looking, and of course, you are finding the good in everything. How are you? How was your week? Today is the 18th of Tammuz. That means you survived the 17th of Tammuz and that fast. That was a long one. But today is something special. Today we're Erev Shabbos, and we're talking about slow and steady, and that we're all into this instant gratification with all these cell phones and all this electronical device. And you look at our kids, everything has to happen quickly. I need it now. It has to happen now. Everything is so fast. In fact, you try to help them with their homework, and instead of trying to work at it and try to get through it, they want the answers. Give it to me. I need to move on. Today is really about take a breath, slow down, work at it, pay attention, focus, forget all these ADDs, ABCD, all these terms and labels. It's nothing. Today is about slowing it down, focusing, putting in the time, and if you do that, results will come to those who are patient and focused. And today's Hayom Yom is really about a special chassid, Reb Moshe Vilniker, who spent a lot of time in taking in what he was learning, first of all in preparation, and then taking it in and trying to make use of all the knowledge that he got. So let's read today's Hayom Yom, and then we'll go over to the message. So the Hayom Yom talks about that the Alter Rebbe once said to his disciple Reb Moshe Vilniker, Moshe has Moichin de Gadlus, which means an expanded intellectual consciousness, a massive mind. It expanded. He was able to understand massive things. In the 10 years that he labored, as described below, he developed what it says as an expansive mind. For 3 years, Reb Moshe Vilniker prepared himself for this Yechidus with the Alter Rebbe. Think about that. That he knew he was having this private audience with the Alter Rebbe. So what did he do? He put it on his calendar 3 years from now, and he worked on it and prepared every day for 3 years. ADD, all these different things didn't matter. He set a goal and he worked at it, and it was a big day on his calendar. And then it says, and he remained in Liyazna 7 more years in order to ground that Yechidus into actual practice. So 10 years total, 3 years to prepare, then he goes to the Yechidus, and then 7 more years later to actually bring it into action, understand what he needs to do, and actually work with it and use it. You know, there was a side note that the Mittler Rebbe and the Tzemach Tzedek also, they happened to see Reb Moshe Vilniker after this audience in the shul, and they were looking at his feet, and they said even his feet understands Chassidus and is involved in trying to, it shows godliness. The point of today's Hayom Yom is that we all need to be patient, and we all need to work on ourselves and know that it's a life mission. If it took Reb Moshe Vilniker 10 years, that means 3 years of prep, 7 years to put into actual practice. We have a long way to go, and we have a lot to do. So today's Hayom Yom is really about, we've got to focus. This instant gratification thing, it goes, it comes. You're not going to achieve anything. It's not everlasting. In order to really make a good habit or have something good that will stay with you for a long period of time, you've got to work with it, and you've got to sacrifice with it, and you've got to put in the time. And really, the way you get to these expanded minds or these better habits, it says through meditation, through davening, and meditation about Chassidus at different times, literally slowing it down and understanding more about what we're trying to accomplish, these higher values. That's going to really set into yourself. It's going to sit in your bodies, and then eventually whatever you were trying to aim for will become a habit, and a good habit that will stay with you for a long period of time. So have a great Shabbos, have a great weekend, and as you're davening, think about it, meditate on Chassidus, think about things that we can do better, and then be patient, work on it. Don't expect this to happen overnight and then it's going to be instantaneous forever. You got to be patient and work with it, and then slow and steady won the race. That means after you put in the time and continue to work with it, you will start to see improvements. You'll start seeing lots of wonderful things in your life. Good Shabbos. Have a great weekend.